Suicide Boys, Self-Inflicted. Let's talk about it.
ChatGPT Plus is free for college students through May. Here's the thing. You've got a lot to do between now and then. Studying for finals, writing papers, trying to keep your life on track. And ChatGPT can help with all of it. It can quiz you for your econ exam, make a study guide from your French notes, plan out your meals and study breaks. It can get really specific on how you like to learn. It can even help you come up with ways to stop procrastinating. So from now until summer break, take advantage of all the ways ChatGPT can make your life easier. Restrictions apply.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we have a really good episode for you today. We have the one and only Suicide Boys. The two, rappers coming together to make some, white boy rap music. It's great times in 2025 right now as we see. So Suicide Boys dropped a new song. This is called Self-Inflicted. Let's just get into it. Let's start talking about it, starting off with this beat. I would say this is a pretty simple beat. I'll just be real. I mean, the drums come in. We got these dark, heavy drums. We got this dark, heavy bass that is, plastered throughout the whole song. That distortion really comes through on this track. And I think the beat does definitely deliver. Is this a beat that I'm going, ooh, this is like crazy fire? No, not really. This is a beat that I go, all right, all right production, gets the job done, but it's nothing that I'm looking at going like, all right, this is groundbreaking. This is some crazy shit. It's none of that, so don't go into
subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, 𝙎𝙚𝙬𝙚𝙬 is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
My name is Lily, and I've had hidradenitis suppurativa, HS, for years. I finally found some relief since taking Cosentyx. Relief means I can show up more.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
The song expecting anything like groundbreaking with the beat. There's no beat switches. There's no, beat transition. There's no nothing really about this. The only thing that's there is these drums. We got the sample, we got the bass, and then we got the distortion, EQ factor coming in, and then, you call it a day there. So that's definitely one thing. But I will say this, guys. I think the beat does work. Even though it's simple, even though, that's the elements all right there, I think that definitely gets the job done. Nothing that I'm going, all right, this is, really fire, or, it's nothing like that. But I think this beat gets the job done. So overall, not everything's the beat, guys. So let's start talking about this, first verse. Now, look, I'll be real. I don't really like the first verse. The first voice comes in, the first member of Suicide Boys. I think the rapping's okay. I just wish, there was some switch-ups on the flows. I think the flows throughout his verse just kind of stayed the same throughout the whole track. So that's definitely a disappointing factor. But, also, too, I think this song could have really used a lot of more vocal switches. You know, I think this tone, this delivery that you're going for, you have to have something to this delivery. You have to make it unique. You have to make it, you know, feel like a unique verse when you're listening to it. So adding some flow switches, maybe adding some different vocal switch ups to make the voice stand out a little bit more. Now there is that on the second verse. There's a lot more of those vocal switches, but that doesn't come until the end. And this song's so short, it's only, you know, a minute long. Well, that's not going to be the best experience to listen to. So I definitely would prefer if we got a lot more flow switches, we got a lot more of that coming into this track. So that's definitely a disappointing factor with the first verse, and I don't like it that much, but, you know, I will say it's all right. It's nothing crazy. The rapping is not anything really crazy either. It's just kind of talking about drugs and stuff, which honestly is a pretty fire, you know, topic to be talking about these days with rap music. You know, it's the big thing. But, you know, you got to add a little bit something more to it. So I guess that's the only factor about Self-Inflicted. There's a lot of ideas here, but these ideas kind of stay as ideas. These ideas don't...
Shopping is hard.
I can never find anything in my size.
I don't even know my size.
I buy my clothes the same place I buy my groceries.
There's a better way. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Just share your size, style, budget, and done. Your personal stylist sends pieces picked just for you.
That was easy.
Stitch Fix. Online personal styling for everyone. Free shipping and returns. No subscription required. Get started today at stitchfix.com.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, streaming now only on Netflix.
Into something a little bit more. These ideas don't, you know, fully transition out to, you know, groundbreaking songs or songs that have a lot of layers into them, baked into them. So you're not getting that with the UICIDEBOYZ track, but you are getting that little bit of a factor with the second verse. So let's talk about the second verse, which is my favorite verse off this song. I think the flow absolutely hit on this song. He was flowing really good. The vocals were really good, too. I like the vocal tone that, you know, and I like the little vocal switch-ups, too. These little vocal switch-ups that are kind of baked into this verse and also baked into these flow switches. It really shows, you know, the skill of rapping and the skill of, you know, making tracks really, you know, have a good sound to it. That first verse didn't really feel that much, you know. The first verse felt like I guess you could say a build-up to this second verse. You know, there wasn't much to the first one, but the second one, that's where the track gets a little bit really good. So that's a really good thing. I like how he's sounding on this beat, absolutely flowing his ass off, doing his thing on here. And yeah, you know, the only thing I will say, this song's way too goddamn short. This is fucking less than a goddamn TikTok song. What the fuck? We're not even, you know, touching the 2-minute mark. We're not even crafting anything. And I mean, I guess I get it if it's just like a freestyle or a little single. But man, come on. You know, you were going crazy with this flow, doing all these flows, and then the song just suddenly stops. Guys, this beat is nothing crazy. This beat is not gonna be good for the outro. This beat has absolutely nothing to it. Why would you let a basic ass beat outro your whole entire song out? Come on. I feel like we could do a lot better than that. So my only complaint about this song is the beat's really basic and the song is absolutely really short.
Choosing a bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drink that's all flavor and just 100 calories? Easy. Choosing between creamy vanilla, double chocolate, and sea salt caramel flavors? A little harder. Try the delicious new Starbucks Frappuccino light drinks. Look for them wherever you buy groceries. Start with Starbucks coffee.
Acura's all-new ADX A compact SUV that isn't just built for one thing, it's precision crafted for everything. To escape the grind with available all-wheel drive. To go with your flow with available Google built-in.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Okay, turning up the volume.
And crafted to be heard with an available Bang & Olufsen premium sound system. The all-new Acura ADX, crafted to match your energy. Acura, precision crafted performance.
Take your vibes and go.
Google is a trademark of Google LLC.
First verse is nothing to really write home about, but it's just kind of okay. Second verse, though, really good verse. Really worked out, really sounded really good. So overall, guys, I'm going to give this track, I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, guys. What do you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And get ready, guys. We got Morgan Wallen. We got crazy shit to talk about. It's going to be interesting next Friday. So make sure you get ready for that. So make sure you follow. I'll see you later. You have a good one. Bye.